It'll be okay. Okay, the message I'm hearing for you, you'll be okay. There's going to be a lot of external chaos and happenings, but if you're here, clicked on this, you know that it's gonna be okay. This is I'm channeling through the message from your higher self, your God consciousness, what you know deeply to be true. I'm hearing for you, the noise will subside. Funny enough that we have this concert outside right now, so you actually might hear some noise during this transmission. But literally, as I was saying this, the sound stopped. So this is a confirmation for you that there could be a lot of chaos and situations in your life. But the fact that you're here, you're on this spiritual awakening journey, you know that your focus is never should be on the outside. It can't be on the outside if you want to get on with the crazy chaos and turbulence. But you're being reminded right now as you're awakening on this path, your body can feel this. I'm hearing for you. Certain aspects in your life, in your body, in your organs, you can feel that it's changing, it's transforming, it's elevating. Your heart, okay, you're noticing your heartbeat, you're noticing the changes in your eye, your vision, your sight, okay? Some of you guys may be feeling called towards, I'm hearing glasses, whether new glasses, contact lenses, stop wearing contact lenses, stop wearing glasses, or just there's something about the eye situation you can be looking into. I'm also hearing for you something about your throat is activating, and part of the activation is your voice changing. It's the sound of your voice that is gonna feel more in resonance with you. Okay, this is very specific. Let me know if you've been noticing this. Let me know down below. The sound of your voice, like you're gonna begin to notice, maybe you didn't notice it before so much, but you're gonna begin to notice when you are speaking in your true pure frequency, meaning that you're going to begin to listen to your own voice and the resonance of it. And you're like, okay, I know when I'm speaking from my truth, from my authenticity. And when I go super high pitch, or when I go super broy, okay? Whatever it may be, you're going to begin to notice the shifts of your tonality, and you are going to find your true voice. Okay, this is really exciting. For those of you who are listening to this right now, there is a lot of things changing in your life, bringing you back into your creative mode. You can be an artist, or I'm hearing a lost artist. Okay, let me know if that resonates with you in any way. It can be just for a small number of you, but I'm hearing lost artist. There's this lost artist in you that is being reawakened, honey, and I like it. There's this energy within you that is like, I have abandoned my inner child. I had abandoned my inner artist, my inner dancer, my inner, you know, vocalist, my inner whatever, like painter or whatever it may be. There's something in you that is like feeling called to just removing the judgments and the opinions of other people, because you know that this life is about you returning to God, to source, and restoring your childlike innocence. Your inner child is awakening and is literally wants to be free, and you are freeing him or her, and that's amazing. I'm also smelling something very I don't know why I'm clearing my throat as I'm smelling it. So that could be something very interesting about your sense of whether it's smell or sight or like, what is it, taste? I don't know. Something you're getting very sensitive. You could be like, oh God, I'm sensitive to the temperature, and I was never this kind of person. I'm sensitive to the weather, the humidity level. I'm sensitive to the spiciness of the food. I'm sensitive to the certain scent. Or maybe you become unsensitive to it. Either way, take it how it resonates. But I'm feeling something is being heightened. Maybe the LED light, the blue light, all of a sudden you're being more sensitive. Actually, what this means is that as you are on this awakening journey, your senses actually come alive. That's why your creativity is coming back alive and back online. And what that means is that you have been connecting with source consciousness, God consciousness, the light, the divine. And what that means is when you're plugged in, you're getting your source, okay, straight from the source. Okay, you're getting your God consciousness essence reawakened straight from God. So that's why all your senses are being renewed. Because there's the version of you that, prior to awakening, okay, whatever, I walk out, I see tree, I see people, I see this, whatever. And then there's the version of you that begin to connect to the essence of the tree, the sound, the smell, the touch, the feel of the fabric, the tonalities, the shift in the scent. All of a sudden, you may never care about perfume or cologne or like scent, okay, whatever, or like you just spray it like Axe, remember Axe guys, right? Teenager, like whatever, right? Like you didn't really care. You're like, okay, it's gonna smell good, right? To attract the bees or whatever, right? Whatever you're into. But now it's like you're like, oh, I get it now. I see the layers of like vanilla and citrus, and you know what I mean? Like you're beginning to appreciate like the depths and the layering. Maybe you're listening to the music and you're like, oh, okay. You're having like a hallelujah moment where you're not even, you don't consider yourself a musician or a super musician or whatever it might be, or you're a lost musician or a lost artist, but now you're like, I see the beats, I see the mix, I see the, where the orchestra comes in. I don't know. I'm just hearing something about like you having this renewed appreciation for the arts. Maybe it's even the culinary. Before you're like, yo, I just want some, BK, Burger King, and whatever, because it's Whopper Wednesday. My God, guys, Whopper Wednesday. Anyway, don't ask how I know about it. I don't know about it. Anyway, so, like when maybe there was that era in your life, we may or may not want to admit here, but now you're like, oh, I understand why people pay so much for this, what's it called, fine dining Michelin star experience where you get like a little like just nothing, okay, on your plate, and you're like, I get it now. And before you may be touching it, okay, it's just really funny. Who are you? You have to let me know down below. I'm like cracking up. I feel like someone is having like a new life, like you're literally like, oh my gosh, having a renewed sense of aliveness in you. And this is a very exciting time. I'm hearing for you, all of this is leading you to creating something very powerful. Okay. But I'm also hearing like, don't focus on whatever that creation is. It's gonna make you feel so serious, because the truth is you're the creator of your life. You're a creative. Okay. You're here to create. You're here to bring heaven on earth. And part of that is reconnecting with your inner joy, inner child. You're connecting with your God essence, remembering that you're the son of God, the light of God. Okay, the joy, the everlasting joy. You're the joy to the world. And all of this is leading you to create something that is so pure. And for you to bring this creation that is part of your soul mission, it can only come through when you're in your childlike energy, your childlike innocence. Because otherwise, you're doing it because you think you're supposed to. You think because of, the insights and the data and, the statistics, and you do it even though you don't want to do it, but it gets the views, the likes, the monies, the whatever, okay? You might do certain things when you're in that adult mind that is not fully honoring your God essence. You can get the results, but you won't feel fulfilled, Okay, that's something I want you to feel the distinction, because I can be connecting with someone here who has maybe whether it's a social media following amount or some kind of success with their previous work, but right now, like what you're focusing on is creating something that is pure. I'm hearing the word pure. Okay, I'm hearing like you really want to honor God, honor the light, honor the divine, honor source consciousness, okay, whatever you want to call it, that energy that you connect to, like you want to bring through the purest creative energy. And the only way you can do it is you have to just let go of who you think you are and allow source consciousness to flow through you. You know, I talk about this more in my Light Warrior 30-day program. If you're interested, you can check out my programs down below. I have a bunch of coaching programs, go along courses. Is that what they call go along courses? Activations and all of these things that it's been helping thousands of people over these years. If you feel drawn to any, you can check it out. If you want my one-on-one help, guidance, I'd love to meet you. Okay, we'll hop on Zoom. Link is down below as well. When you're tapping into the energy of your purest creative frequency, it's gonna be light, it's gonna be easy, it's gonna feel effortless. Okay, and it's so funny when I was just saying the word effortless, it came out like effortless. So I'm also hearing like there's gonna be some real raw, like unfiltered. There can be some things that the adult brain will call it mistake and imperfections. But the thing is, that's what makes you beautiful in your work, and the freaking tree in the forest beautiful. Like what the F is a perfect tree? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the tree that has its own like you know what I mean, the own way, and it's beautiful because of all these imperfection. But the thing is, it just is. The tree just is, right? The tree is a tree before it's a tree. Okay, before someone decides to call it a tree. So knowing that your consciousness level right now as you're connecting with this video is expanding and is in a very playful mode. I'm hearing this, or I'm feeling this energy of like being very playful, where you're like, you know, it's no longer about proving myself, validating myself, chasing, you know, highs and lows and status and applause, because I feel like you've gotten that. I feel like you're someone who has achieved a certain amount of, you know, status, achievement level in your career, impact, okay, in your life, and it's great. Clap, clap, right? Like you're proud of it, whatever, right? But I feel like at this point you're like, I want to have fun. I'm hearing that. I want to have fun. I want to do something that honors the God essence in me, the inner child in me, and you know, you've awakened to this truth that there's no need for validation. Okay, there's no need for chasing. There's no need to climb up the ladder and get this, you know, whatever shining thing. You've done that, okay? And you know that it didn't give you and it cannot give you that true fulfillment, okay? The word here is fulfillment. And that is the word that is here to connect you with your Holy Spirit, which is your spirit of wholeness, because you're already whole and complete and perfect, divinely perfect in God, in consciousness. But when you're in the ego, it'll tell you everything that you are but perfect, based on the conditioning, the programming, the storylines, the past. Okay, I need to stop hitting this thing. So the past is here to, it can just be as is, like it's something that happened. But the fact that you're bringing it in the now, in the present moment, is you torturing yourself and you reminding yourself of your ego's perceived imperfection. Because the thing is, you're not what happened to you. You know that, right? Like, you're not what happened to you. And the only part of you that can really come home to this is the superconscious part of you, the awareness, the beingness, that here and now, present moment part of you. when you realize that this present moment is literally 0 point energy. Okay, imagine right here, right now, if you're present with me, you're in literally a blank canvas. So what do you choose to color that blank canvas with? Most people's future or even present moment is a replay of the past, because in this moment where literally you're on this fertile ground of 0 point energy where infinite possibilities, anything can happen. And most people will choose to splatter with all these mud from yesterday instead of drawing that beautiful lotus that is waterproof and it doesn't have a smell and it's blossoming and it's at peace with all that is. It's neither the past, it's neither the future. You can create beautiful visions of the future by being in that state of being in the present. But you're no longer deriving your sense of wholeness, fulfillment, happiness, joy, peace for something that in the future that's going to give you, whether it's an amount of money, a husband, a wife, a home, a car, shoes, bags, whatever, okay, whatever you're into. You understand that everything of fullness, fulfillment, and wholeness can only derive when you are in this present moment. And what I'm saying may not make sense to you if you are not present with me. Okay? So you may have to rewatch this if you're not present. Because if you're present, you will realize that there is this ease of natural letting go. There's this natural ease of perfection in the now. And when you breathe in, you're going to notice that you're breathing in. And when you breathe out, you're going to notice that you're breathing out. And somehow that will anchor you more of who you truly are. Okay, that part of you that will know yourself, know thyself. You will know who you truly are, what is your natural frequency, the things that is resonating with you, the love, light, and peace that is so natural in your life. And then this is where you are meant to be at, because you are a human being. Hue means all these colors and facets and projections, okay, of the real you, which is your soul. Inside of you, you have this Christ consciousness, which is your soul, S-O-L, okay? The soul is not S-O-U-L, it's S-O-L. The Christ consciousness, your crystalline code, your God essence is this pure light, okay? This kind of pure diamond light. And in this projected world, you get all these, avatars and you get all these projections, but it's not the real world. This world is literally mirroring, reflecting back to you what you got inside. So if you're in your Christ consciousness, this is what the awakening is. The awakening is the resurrection. It's the coming home to God, to source, to oneness. And until you realize the perfection that you have in the now, that you are in the now, until you recognize that there's nothing bad or wrong about you, okay? When I say you have to understand who you are. You're the real you. Most people will think who they are is the avatar. Is that this is what I do for a living. This is my name, my kid, my whatever. Who you are is of God. And when you're connecting with this deep truth, you cannot help it but to be in the present, because you cannot get it in the mind, okay? You can only get it when you anchor it through the heart. That's why when you're going on this awakening journey, when you find this video at this perfect frequency, your heart portal has started to awaken, or else you wouldn't connect with me, my frequency, or think I'm just blabbering nonsense to you. If your heart, okay, of Christ consciousness hasn't begin to open at all, I wouldn't be able to connect with you on that heart-to-heart level. And this is where it gets even deeper, that I am your mirror. That's what I always say. I'm not here to tell you anything that you don't already know deep, 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 deep inside. You have manifested this message as I have received the message to transfer it to you. We are working, okay, as the one energy to walk each other home, to awaken each other to our truth, to bring heaven on earth, to realize that we are heaven on earth. And this is what we are moving to, the new earth consciousness. I always say the new earth consciousness is not a place, but it will be. Because everything is created twice. One, in consciousness, in the invisible realm, and second, in the material realm. So the more, okay, you and I and everyone, whatever, awaken to our Christ consciousness, to our truth, and to say yes to the new earth of living in the pure love frequency, in the wholeness and divine perfection frequency, in the childlike, in the creative frequency, we naturally make this world a better place, meaning that we are projecting out our divine perfection in the new earth where we can live in harmony, in peace, in love and light, in appreciation. We are no longer polluting this earth. We are more conscious. Okay, so all these conscious movements and whatnot, it comes from the inner consciousness of who we are. So we have to be conscious inside for any consciousness creation to be outside on the earth and our planet. And through your creation, through your contribution of whatever it is that you choose to do, singing, dancing, creating, writing, right? Whatever, speaking, it doesn't matter what you do, okay? It's supposed to give you joy, because you being who you are, being of service, being of the channel of the divine, is supposed to bring you joy. It's supposed to bring you wholeness and fulfillment. It's supposed to expand you in ways that you can't imagine. It's going to humble you in ways you can't imagine, but it's also going to excite you and give you more energy in ways that you can't imagine. And why is that? It's because the only real source, substance of anything comes from God, comes from source consciousness. So when you get plugged in, you get the pure energy. Okay, just like you get like a shot of ginseng. Anyone has a shot of ginseng? Maybe not shot, but like maybe like a tea or something. Yesterday I made this like Chinese herbal chicken soup. So good, guys. It's like, oh my God, you feel like you have like 10 Red Bull. It's amazing. I gave to my grandma and my uncle, delivered it myself. It was so great. But anyway, chicken soup for the soul, I call it. Sometimes you will feel that, whatever you do, even cooking, right? With love, with pure joy, it hits differently. Okay, that's why certain, your mom's cooking or your grandma's cooking, it hits differently because there's love as the secret ingredient. So anything that you do, honey, doesn't even matter. Okay, don't get your mind wrapped up in this 3D of like, oh my God, what should I do to be more professional? No, okay, no need. Your question is, how can I honor God? How can I honor the Creator? How can I honor consciousness? How can I honor my inner child in everything that I do, in everything that I create? Because in those pure energy, in those pure love frequencies, you are already successful. you are already whole and perfect and complete. So your work is going to reflect that. So it doesn't matter if you choose to cook, you choose to bake, you choose to be a hairstylist, right? You want to be a whatever, right? Like a fashion designer, whatever you choose to do, a writer, a radio person, doesn't matter what you choose to do. And we're supposed to explore this life, right? In different professions and careers and whatever creation, because we're here to be reminded of the truth of it doesn't matter what you do. It's how you do it. It's the energy that you do it through. If love, pure love, appreciation, joy, peace, intention, right? Like if you really inject love through everything or anything that you do, it's beautiful and it's perfect. And people are going to feel it so much. That's why certain things that you experience, it can really move you to tears, because the creator of it really puts their heart into it. Have you heard of that expression? Right? Wow, I really feel that he or she put their heart into it. I really put my heart into this thing. So even though, you're writing your girlfriend, your boyfriend some love letter, from this whatever card that costs maybe $3-4, it's not like you're giving them gold or diamonds or whatever, rubies, right? Whatever they're into. But it's the love that counts, It's like you taking the time to write and do something thoughtful and, maybe pick their favorite flower and then like dry and flatten it. And I don't know, whatever you do. It's that love that brings a smile, to someone's face and also a teardrop from their eyes, because they feel you. Have you ever heard of that or used that expression? I feel you. How do we feel somebody? Through the heart. So anything you choose to do, I'm connecting with someone who's a very powerful creator, big-hearted creator that sometimes question their creation because sometimes it's in the mind, and I get it. Okay, this Maya world is meant to take you from your God essence. So that's why you need to refocus on how can I add more love? How can I sprinkle more love and more joy and more divine perfection in all that I do and all that I am? And I'm not here to chase outcome. I'm not here to chase some man-made perfection definition, because you'll never be happy. Right? Have you seen all these like people who, in fashion or whatever, they're like, oh, I want this perfect, image. Let's be honest, like they look like they don't eat, okay? Or like, some weird procedure is going on, right? Like cut this and sew this, and you know what I mean? Like it's not, okay? It's not the vibe, okay? So you have to understand that divine perfection can only come through pure love, in acceptance of pure unconditional love from God, and being so grateful and so open to knowing that your real purpose here is to channel that love out, literally through your creation, whatever you choose to create, whether it's through even you're creating a baby, right, together with your divine partner, like that is a creation of love, right? Whether you're creating food, you're creating a conscious business, you're creating maybe a beautiful home, right? For your loved ones, like that is beautiful. You have to know that creation isn't just it. It's not like, oh, you need to go out and do something that impacts millions of people, tangibly for you to be a successful light worker. No, honey. You bringing through that pure love consciousness in the way that brings you pure joy, pure ease, pure lightness. That is how you're meant to do it. Okay, so it's not so much like what, but it's how. How are you making a meal for your family? Oh my God, hurry up, eat, Or like, oh, I'm gonna put some love in here, and then they taste your love and they feel your presence. right? It's not about, oh, how many orders can I ship out? Okay, let's find the cheapest supplier and, do all this. It's about, maybe I'm gonna add a smiley face sticker or a heart sticker for every order that I send out on Etsy or whatever it is, right? That can bring a smile to someone's face, or a handwritten letter, not asking them, please, give me a review, like, always asking for something, but just, hey, I genuinely hope that you have a freaking nice day. I love you. You know what I mean? Like, you can add that, and you will feel the joy of giving love freely, sharing love freely, because love is free. Love is that energy of God, and God loves you unconditionally, and love is with the capital L, is unconditional love. And you can only find true freedom and liberation and wholeness and remembrance of who you truly are at your core essence and what this life is about when you're connecting with that energy. And then with that, you can't help it but to share and to give freely, not from a place of obligation, but from a place of pure joy, overflow. Because this is also a distinction that a lot of empathic light workers will say, well, I give freely all the time and I overgive and I feel drained. That has to be a topic from maybe another day, or maybe watch my empath playlist down below in my description. Because sometimes you think you give freely, but actually there's an agenda. I want to be nice and I overdo things because I want that person to like me, because I want that job offer, because I want my boss to approve of me. I want that guy, that gal to, reciprocate my love. So that's why I do all these things. So this path will require you to have radical self-inquiry and acceptance. That's why the shadow work is so huge on this journey, right? And a part of my role being your mirror, this is what, you sign up for this, what, you're meant to hear, because you agreed somewhere, you agreed to hear this message today. That's the only reason why you're hearing it and you're connecting with it. Like I said, I have my one-on-one slot. If you feel called to meet with me, I love to meet with you. The people I meet with are the most beautiful, amazing, powerful, interesting people. Like, honestly, like, I love my one-on-one sessions. Like, it's something that gives me real joy in connecting with pure, authentic, and just big-hearted people. So if you're ready for that mirror session where we go deep into opening your divine template, bringing you back to your soul blueprint, and for me to spit out the truth that your soul knows that it's time to hear, I'd love to meet with you down below. This is Tina Wong. I love you so much. Let me know what comes up for you. I'd love to hear in the comments. Leave me a comment. Like this video if you appreciate it, if you appreciate your energy. And here's the next video for you to watch. I'll see you on the next one.